And greetings humans, and finally I'm back. Last week's video wasn't probably the same. It was a cheap video we just did on the spot, but this is an actual video. So hope you guys enjoyed these videos that are gonna come up because I really like them. Okay, so this week I'm going to finally do a video about my bullying experience, and I hope that maybe this will help you guys in facing your problems. Or maybe you guys are being bullied and then it can help you guys. So yeah, so this video is not scripted. If you guys think that I'm actually speaking from the heart, actually speaking on the spot, and like I said. Anyways, let's start. I've never been officially bullied in my life, so it's like, I know some of you guys are probably thinking like, this guy's never been bullied. Why is he making this video? Like, he's never been the same experience as us. But it's not the point of this. The point of this video is to help the people who are, and by hopefully maybe the ways that they see how I was, it's to help them. So as you guys saw in my story video, you guys saw that I was bullied in a way in my elementary school, and I was because of my Frieza costume, and I was the new kid. I came in 6th grade as a new kid, and I dressed weird. I didn't dress like the cool people did. Like, I had a Teen Titans backpack and stuff like that. Like, I had a bunch of stuff, and people would always make fun of me. Not make fun of me, but they call me nerd and all that stuff. And also I'd hang out with the nerds, like I said. So they always called me nerd and throughout the days, and they always called me nerd throughout high school. I mean, throughout elementary, middle school, and high school, and to the point it like affects you in a way, like what they call you. Like when I was in high school or middle school, I would try my best not to dress like a nerd. And even though I tried not dressing like a nerd, people still called me a nerd just because I had glasses. And I couldn't take off my glasses and contacts that looked like hideous as fuck. So I had to settle with my glasses. My glasses are what made me nerdy, and that's pretty much what's gone on. And I've been called nerdy the whole entire life. Well, I love school. I'm not called nerdy anymore, I think. Yeah, actually I have. But anyways, that actually affected me being called nerd all the time. So like, I didn't want to be. I wasn't even a nerd at all. I just had the appearance of one, and I actually didn't try it with my glasses, like I said. But so then whenever someone calls me nerd, like in person or something, I always get like, I feel like very bad about myself. Like, I feel like that word like puts me down a lot. Like, I'm up here, and then throughout the day, and then you call me nerd, and then I go down and I start feeling like sad and stuff. So like, it doesn't have to be like they actually beat you up and stuff for you to be like bullied and stuff. So that they called me that, and that actually still affects me to this day when people call me that, because I don't know, I just don't like being called that, because I'm not I'm not like that or nothing at all. So I don't know, it's weird how it affects me. Stuff just affect you throughout the whole school year. What else? And then I got to elementary, and then I got to middle school, and there was this kid who was like fattish, and he would like always like pick on me. He would always like hit me. Yeah, he would always hit me and all this stuff. He always hit me, and then one day I sort of stood up for myself, and we were out in PE. It was physical education, and then you go wait outside for the bell to ring, and then the guy came up to me and he said shit, and then I pushed him, and then he pushed me back, and he sent me fucking flying, because look at these, skin and bones. So I went back flying, and I went back to push him, but then I forgot who came. I think someone stopped it. A good thing that they stopped the girl, so I would have kind of my ass kicked, because I don't know how to fight. But yeah, so I did that, and after that I think he stopped. I'm not sure, I don't remember. But yeah, after that, but that was like, I still remember to this day. I still remember that memory of me pushing him, and then the whole circle starting. You know the circle when you're in. I remember that circle starting, but like, it wasn't like terrible. It wasn't like every day like in the cartoons where like there's someone who like picks on you every single day and beats you up and takes your money and stuff. That never happened. Just like, it was just like that guy would only like, he was the aggressive type of person. and I was not an aggressive type. So I don't know if it was considered bullying, but he would always push me and like do stupid stuff to me and hit me and stuff. So like that was it. But then it didn't last. Like after that day, I don't remember being like followed by him or bullied by him. And then actually in high school we were friends. I remember we were in the same class together and we hung out in the little. We were like sitting together. So yeah, so like I said, my bullying experience isn't as bad as other people's. In high school, there was no bullying. Yeah, in high school, it was chill road. The only thing was nerd thing. They still call me nerd in high school, and I try my best, but that's gone on for like the whole time. But I already talked about that. So yes, that's my experience with bullying, and it's not been hard, but so this is where the point of this video comes in. The point of this video is to help people who are going through that or going through something. So if there's someone like in the cartoons who is actually bullying you throughout the whole entire time, like school already started. That's another reason I picked it now to post this video, was because you're starting school. So you either made a new bully, or the bully that you had last semester or last year or something is still there. So there's two ways that you could go with it. There's two types of bullying. The long term and the short term. I think it makes sense. But if you're being bullied, then don't take what he's saying. Don't take what he's saying to heart, like I did. Like me, if it was like I took it to heart what he said about nerd. Like that's stupid, but like why should I let that affect me? But it did, because I was trying to be cool. I wasn't trying to be one of those nerds. So it affects me, but I hardly think about it. Like only when it happens is when I feel sad. But that makes no sense. Just if someone calls you names, just ignore it. Because who are they to judge who you are? They don't know you. They only know you because they see you on the floor. It's because they see you and they see that you're small or like you have something weird about you, and so they bully you. So that's usually why they do it. And what they say is just like, what? Are they going to say nice things to you to make you feel bad? Obviously not. So you just have to, whatever he says is just don't take it seriously. Just like, hey, just like ignore it and know who you are. Know that you are better than know that you are better than what he says. What he says is what the opposite of what you are. Because he sees that the opposite of what he says is what he sees. Like if he sees that you are smart, he'll call you dumb, just to make you feel bad. Because obviously what people do is they do the opposite of something. So if there's someone who does that, like makes fun of you or calls you names and shit, then don't take it seriously, because what they say is not who you actually are. Who you actually are is probably a perfect actual human being who actually can make it in life. And there's people who actually go through bullying and they make it in life. They're probably better than what I'm gonna be when I grow up. It's a life lesson, but it'll end eventually. So if someone does that, then yeah, if someone beats you up, then that's when it gets physical. That's when you gotta do something about it. Because if it's name calling, then you could just like ignore them and then be like, hey, leaders, fool. But if they're like, for me, like I didn't. I was like, okay, and then I felt sad and then went away. But someone actually beats you up, like in the cartoons, like Nelson and The Simpsons or some shit like that, then you gotta tell someone. I know most of you guys don't listen to this part of the thing. But you guys have to tell someone. It's the best thing you can do. It may sound stupid, or maybe the worst thing, makes you feel weak or something, because you're actually like telling someone. But after you tell someone, I always feel better. Make it be a friend, make it be a counselor, make it be someone. Like, just go to someone, look online or something. Someone who has to keep stuff confidential. Just like a psychiatrist or like a doctor or something, you have to tell them, like, is this confidential? And then they'll say yes. And then once you say that, it's like, I think it's like a law that whatever you say after that, no one can say about it. Only if you give authority or something. I'm not sure, but like you have to tell someone, even if it has to be a best friend, or if you don't have a best friend, you have to find someone to tell them. You just cannot ignore this, because eventually it'll get too much, it'll get too overwhelming, and that is when the bad thing happens, and when people resort to just ending their lives. And that is the worst thing you can do, because it's not solving the problem. It is just temporarily getting you out of the picture forever, which is not the best thing to do. You are not going to take yourself out of the picture because of someone, because that person might die a few days later. Like, think, like, this is bad, but like if you kill yourself and then the next day or 2 days later the guy ends up getting ran over by a car, all that what you did right there will be a lost cause, because you could have avoided him for the rest of those days and been happy. So like this is where the important part comes in, and where a motto that I do, this is the motto that I live my whole entire life with. And I mentioned this a year ago, 2 years ago actually, in a video called It Gets Better. It'll be right here in case you guys wanna see it. It's about eating disorders, and I cannot say that word good. It's about that and like bullying and all that shit. But this is an improved version, because this actually has my experience. So yes, so my motto is it gets better. And I know you guys have probably heard this from like the LGBT community, like it gets better, but I took that saying and revolutionized it for a whole entire life. Like for me example, when I've gotten sick before from my stomach many times, and I was always in pain, and the thing that kept me going was that saying, it gets better. And look at me, here I am, happy and healthy and everything. And everything that I've been through eventually went away, and it got better. Except for like actual bad diseases like STDs or some shit, those just get worse. But like regular stuff, like bullying, it gets better in the end. I know you guys don't want to wait. I know you guys don't want to wait long for it to get better, because who knows when it's gonna get better, but eventually it will, and that is what should keep you going. That is what is just going to benefit in the end, that it gets better. Eventually you're going to leave school, and then you're going to go to university or college or community college and actually do something with your life. And where's that person going to be? It's probably going to be a high school dropout or something. Because people who bully are probably just stupid dumbasses who don't give a fuck about school. So you're going to be up there, and then in the end you could watch him suffer the way you suffered, because you're going to be rich in your house and enjoying life, and he's going to be in the streets probably selling drugs or some shit and getting in trouble, or getting into trouble. So like, who benefits in the end? You do. But you're just switching who goes first. Like, first it's going to be you who's going to be suffering, and he's going to be probably winning, which is probably not winning, but it's going to be you who's suffering. And then once you get your education up, it'll be him who is suffering because he has no job and he's stupid. So yes, like I said, it's going to get better eventually, but like, you can make it better faster if you tell someone, or if you tell someone practically. If you tell someone, then they'll help you out and give you a solution to this problem. It'll either be they tell the person to stop, or they move you to a different class, or they switch you schools, or just something like that. Because yeah, you could fix this easier. Or, I don't recommend this, but you could stand up for yourself. Maybe get a group of friends and then just attack the bully, but then that's just gonna anger him. Yeah, you shouldn't fight fire with fire. That's another thing. Do not fight fire with fire. Just don't stoop to his level, because that's what he's trying to make you do. The reason he beats you up and all that stupid stuff to you is because he wants you to stoop to his level. So don't go to his level and beat him up. you're supposed to be higher than him by telling at someone, or like not going to where he is, because his level is lower. Like I just said, his level is lower and he's gonna end up dumb. And if you stoop to his level, you're gonna get in trouble as well, and then you're gonna stoop to his level as well. So do not fight back. Although sometimes you want to, but just don't do it, because that's just gonna make the problem worse. Or you could just toss someone and that'll make the problem better without you having to resort to actual physical attacks. So yes, what else is there to say? Don't give up. That is the most important thing. Do not give up. That you have to take this thing into consideration. Do not give up. There are too many people who give up too easily, and they share a terrible fate, which is that they kill themselves or do bad things. That is not the way you want to do it. That is not going to get rid of the problem. If you are thinking of doing that, just do not do it, because that's just, you end up losing in the end, is what I'm trying to say, because you're gone and then he's going to still be bullying, and then it's like a reincarnation. You're going to reincarnate into the next person that the bully picks because you're not there anymore. Like maybe it's your friend that you hung out with, maybe both of you guys, or maybe like it's going to be a reincarnation. Like what you left behind is going to go into someone else, which the bully that was picking on you is going to pick someone else, and then you're going to be the new him, and he's going to share the same fate, and it's going to be it's going to just keep on going like a cycle. Like then that person's going to go, and then the bully's going to find someone else, and then that person's going to, it's just, yeah, do not do that. It's just the worst thing you can do, and I do not want you to do that. Hopefully this impacts a lot of people, or like a lot of people watch this, and I do not want you to do that. I wouldn't not want someone that I know very closely, or a friend of mine, to go away like that. Like, if you are feeling lonely, then just find someone to go with. Find someone to make friends. Like me, it's very hard for me to make friends. I have hardly a group of friends. I can name the friends that I have in my hands. That's how little friends I have. But you have to do stuff you have to make friends, because eventually friends are gonna be there in the end. And if you are feeling sad, or like you're getting like bullied or something, then a friend can help you out. Like then you could take off the anger you have inside you with them, like not at them, but you can like vent to them, like, oh, this guy bullied me and all this shit, and then they could help each other. You could text them or call them, and then eventually it won't matter, because you'll be with your friends. Then you'll be like, hey, and then the brother will come and say, like, damn, this guy has friends now. And then it'll be like, and then they can all attack him if he does something bad. Like, you'll have support. Like, it'll be you, and then if you have like 3 other friends, then it'll be like, or 4, or like many friends that you have, then be like, hey, stop doing this to him, and then boom, 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 and then you'll have backup. So join clubs that interest you. That's if there's clubs in your school. Mine are cheap clubs. Mine's high school. But find a club, or like join outside clubs. Like me, I joined the bowling club when I was little, and I made like one friend named Dustin. I think that's his name. Dustin? I forgot, but I remember I made a friend, and I had fun. I made a new friend, and then the older you get, I didn't have a cell phone back then, sort of. If I was doing it now, then I would have had his number, and I would have talked to him, would have hung out with him. So yeah, so the best thing you can do, so to summarize all this that I'm saying is, A, it gets better. It eventually will get better. If not now, sometime in the future, when you either go to college or something, all those people who are in high school, all those people, all those bullies, all those cute girls, they won't matter anymore. You won't be the same person. You're going to be a whole different person. It's a whole new start, is what I'm trying to say. So like whatever happens to you in middle school and high school just won't matter in the end. Because you're going to be happy wherever you are. Going to your school, maybe it's your dream school. It'll be worth it. So it gets better. It does. I am like super duper into this. It does get better. Also, you can make it better faster if you tell someone. Telling a friend, telling a teacher, telling a doctor, telling just someone. And then make sure to tell them if it's confidential, because that'll make them not tell anyone. And then you'll have someone to get off your chest. And the last one is to make friends. Make friends. I either talk to someone in school, and if you're shy like me, then go to a club and make friends, or like build up the courage to talk to someone. Because that's what it takes me very hard for me to talk to someone, because I overthink about what I'm gonna say. But just be like, hey, my name's Christian, or someone that you see that shares your interest, someone that looks like if you like rock or something, then you see someone who dresses like a rocker, then you can make friends with them and share their interests. And there's another one that I didn't include, which was finding a distraction. Like, for example, learning to play guitar, learning to play drums, playing video games like Rock Band or something. Just doing something that's a distraction from your life. Or maybe do YouTube videos like right now. Like this is my distraction. I love doing this. I'm very passionate about my videos. They may look whack as fuck because I suck at editing, but this is very passionate about this. And this is a good way for you to get in a better place. Like most YouTubers, they were not in a good place when they started making YouTube videos. But then they started getting support from fans and all that stuff, and then channels started growing, and now they're happy as hell and they're doing stuff that they really want to do. So just imagine that. There's ways that you can do this, and that is pretty much it. And I hope this helped, and I know that like I said, my experience wasn't as bad as yours or whoever is watching this, but I understand what you're going through, and I am here to help. I am not going to stand idly by and not make a video about this, because this has to be a video. I know everyone's done a video, but like, it just has to be done, because maybe people don't see other people's video and they see mine. Then I'll be the one who helps them. Anyways, yes, I know, I understand is what I'm trying to say. So thank you for watching this whole thing, because it's probably going to be long. Greetings, humans. So my video stopped working and I decided to do a video with me right there. That's me. Yes, embarrassing, right? Oops, wrong side. Embarrassing, right? Anyways, so yes, my video cut off in the middle. You can't see me. Curse you. There you go. So my video cut off. And yeah, I couldn't say goodbye. So I'll see you guys next week. And thank you guys for watching, and fair winds.